Lucha Corpi, our friend, our novelist, our poet. Born in Jaltipan, Veracruz, Mexico, Lucha Corpi was 19 when she came to Berkeley, California in 1964. She is our Mexicana and also our Chicana. Lucha Corpi just worked it and established herself as an important Chicana novelist, poet, essayist, children's author, y más. She is a founding member of Círculo De Poetas Writers, and we consider her home the honorary headquarters for Círculo De Poetas and Writers.
Ay, qué bonito el volar a las 11 de la noche, a las 11 de la noche. Ay, qué bonito el volar, mamá.
So we decided to meet in our living room, in our dining room. Actually, we also went to the patio many times when it was hot. And that was Francisco who started the whole thing. And then the group in Sacramento, you were with them, and there were about 5 or 6 of you who also had contact with this group in Oakland.
Yeah.
And so we would, get together. And sometimes we would get together at Francisco's house in Davis.
Ay, qué bonito el volar a las...
Some of her selected works here, said to be Lucha's most important contribution to Chicano literature. The Marina poems appeared in the anthology The Other Voice, 20th Century Women's Poetry in Translation, which was published by W. W. Norton and Company in 1976. Anyone know what the Marina poems is referring to? That's right, La Malinche. Her other selected works are Fireflight, 3 Latin American poets, with Elsie Alvarado de Record and Concha Michel from Oyes Publishing, 1976. Palabras de Mediodía, Noon Words, Fuego de Aztlán, 1980. Delia's Song, Arte Público, 1989. Eulogy for a Brown Angel, a mystery novel, Arte Público, 1992. Cactus Blood, Arte Público, 1995. Black Widow's Wardrobe, Arte Público, 1999. Crimson Moon, Arte Público, 2004. Death at Solstice, Arte Público, 2000.
This was Children's Book Press. And the second one is called El Niño Goloso, because it talks about, actually, it's my son when he was little. Let me.
Lucha Corpi has received numerous awards. The biggest rewards has been the new family of poets and writers and friends that she's made.
Necesito una poca de gracia y otra cosita y arriba, y arriba, y arriba, y arriba, y arriba, y yo no soy marinero, yo Yo no soy marinero por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Aunque soy chiquitito de inspiración, te me canto la mamá. Ay, yo te me canto la mamá de corazón,
Yeah, so the question is why Círculo de Poetas workshop is so beneficial.
It is because when I I was getting a divorce, and by that time I was writing, well, I started writing stories really, but then, at some point I began to write poems. I started as a story writer, and I still have, the other day I found two of the stories that I wrote at the time. Then I got in Mala Compañía with Juan Felipe Herrera. Panchito, we all know. Francisco Alarcón. With other women in the Mission District. So because Sundays my son would spend with his dad, I was free to go anywhere. So I would just make it over there to cross the bridge, go, and I knew exactly their hangouts. So,
What were the hangouts?
Well, there was a cafe and a place where they ate.
Was it still Cafe, or back then Cafe Bohemia, or not?
Bohemia was a little later.
Okay.
But it was one that was actually on 24th Street. And at the corner of, I can't remember that. I should, if I go, I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
I know how. And then there was one at the corner that we liked. We almost never ate anything at the Mission, but rather on 24th, the streets, the lateral streets, So anyway, we would, just get together and also the place where the whole beatnik thing started, which was a little bit more toward the hills, and not on the Mission District. So anyway, but we also had connections there, and we read as a group.
Did you give each a name to the group, or you just went as a group?
We didn't. It was just el grupo.
Ahí venimos.
I see. So then later, I think somebody got him. But by that time, we were all going into different directions. And anyway, we used to get together, and there was hardly any liquor that I remember, which was interesting. There was lots of coffee, man. And pan dulce, and all these things. Anyway, and then we would go to these restaurants on Mission Street and on 24th, and they knew us, So as soon as they knew which table we also liked.
So really being part of a poetry community, joining with other people, is just creating community, creating great fun.
Absolutely.
And